What happens when the sun goes down and the world becomes more dangerous? During World War II, night wasn't a time for rest. It was a time of uncertainty, a time of movement, a time when visibility dropped and risk increased. But here's the key truth. Those who understood the night survived it. In this video, we're breaking down World War II night survival techniques, the mindset, habits, and practical strategies used to operate, move, and stay alive in darkness, and how you can apply those same principles today. Because the night changes everything. The reality of night survival. Darkness creates three major challenges: limited visibility, increased uncertainty, heightened vulnerability. During World War II, soldiers and civilians had to function in blackouts, unfamiliar terrain, silent high-risk conditions. And they quickly learned something important. The night rewards preparation and punishes mistakes. Principle 1. Control your light. Light is both a tool and a liability. During World War II, strict blackout rules were enforced in cities to avoid detection. Even a small light could reveal position, attract attention, create risk. Survivors learned to use minimal light, shield light sources, avoid unnecessary illumination. Modern application: use low-light tools when necessary, cover or dim light sources, avoid drawing attention in dark environments. Remember, if you can see clearly, others might see you too. Principle 2. Let your eyes adapt. You know, your eyes actually need time to adjust to darkness. Wartime personnel trained themselves to avoid sudden bright lights, to give their vision time to adapt, and to use peripheral vision instead of direct focus. It could take up to 20 to 30 minutes for full night vision to set in. So here's a practical tip. Don't rush. Pause and observe. Let your eyes adjust naturally. Night vision, after all, really does improve your awareness. Principle 3. Move slowly and deliberately. Honestly, speed is dangerous at night. During the Second World War, moving too fast led to noise, mistakes increased, and injuries were far more likely. Survivors moved slowly, quietly, and always with purpose. For a modern application, take careful steps, test your footing before committing, and avoid unnecessary movement. Remember, control reduces risk. Principle 4. Use natural cover. Now, darkness alone is just not enough protection. Wartime survivors made use of terrain, shadows, and structures. They managed to stay hidden by blending into their surroundings, steering clear of open areas, and always using obstacles as cover. The key insight here is that, well, darkness hides you, but only if you use it correctly. Moving on, Principle 5. Control noise. Sound, you see, travels differently at night. With less background noise, even the smallest sounds become noticeable, and movement can be detected easily. Back in World War II, silence was discipline, and noise meant exposure. So, practical steps: move quietly, avoid loose gear, and make sure you control your breathing. Noise discipline, in the end, increases safety. Principle 6. Maintain orientation. Disorientation, it's a major risk at night. Without visual references, people can lose direction, wander off course, and, honestly, become confused. Wartime techniques included memorizing terrain, using landmarks, and always maintaining direction awareness. A modern tip: Keep track of your path, use simple navigation methods, and avoid unnecessary deviation. Orientation, after all, prevents panic. Now, Principle 7. Stay low and concealed. Standing tall makes you visible, even in darkness. Wartime survivors stayed low, reduced their silhouette, and used terrain for concealment. Why does it work? Well, a lower profile means less visibility, and it's much harder to detect movement. Principle 8. Work in short bursts. Operating at night drains energy faster. Limited visibility requires more focus, more effort, and of course, more caution. Wartime practice was to move in short intervals, pause frequently, and reassess often. This reduces fatigue and improves awareness. Principle 9. Trust your other senses. When vision is limited, your other senses become absolutely critical. During World War II, survivors relied on hearing, touch, and an awareness of their surroundings. Train yourself to listen carefully, feel the terrain underfoot, and detect subtle changes. Your senses, in this case, really become your advantage. Principle 10. Prepare before darkness. Night survival, honestly, starts before night even begins. Wartime survivors planned their movements during daylight, studied the terrain, and identified safe routes. The key rule: never enter the night unprepared. Preparation reduces uncertainty. Principle 11. Stay calm under pressure. Darkness increases fear, you know. Unknown sounds, limited visibility, uncertainty. These can all trigger panic. Wartime survivors controlled fear by staying focused, breathing steadily, and thinking clearly. Calmness, it really does improve decision-making. Principle 12. Avoid overconfidence. Night conditions can create a false sense of confidence. You may think you're hidden, you're safe, you're unnoticed, but mistakes happen quickly. Wartime survivors remained cautious at all times. Principle 13. Keep equipment simple. Complex gear is just harder to use at night. During World War II, simple tools were preferred, easy access mattered, and familiarity was critical. For modern application, use gear you know well, keep it accessible, and avoid unnecessary complexity. Principle 14. Maintain discipline. Night survival, you see, requires discipline. Without it, noise increases, mistakes multiply, and risk rises. Discipline ensures consistency. Principle 15. Know when to stop. Sometimes the safest move is no movement at all. Wartime survivors paused when conditions were unclear, waited for better opportunities, and avoided unnecessary risk. Patience, in this context, is a survival skill. Let's consider a practical scenario. Imagine moving through an unfamiliar area at night. There are no streetlights, no clear path. What do? If you're unprepared, you move too fast, you make noise, and you lose direction. But if you're prepared, you pause and assess. Move slowly, use the terrain, and stay aware. The difference, really, is technique. Now, the night mindset. Night survival isn't just physical, it's mental. You must stay calm, stay focused, and stay disciplined. Fear is natural, but control is essential. So, key takeaways. Let's simplify World War II night survival techniques. Control your light, let your eyes adapt, move slowly, use cover, control noise, maintain orientation, stay low, work in bursts, use your senses, prepare in advance, stay calm, avoid overconfidence, keep gear simple, maintain discipline, and know when to stop. Final thoughts. The night doesn't forgive mistakes, but it rewards those who respect it. World War II survivors didn't dominate the night, they adapted to it. They understood its limits, used its advantages, and most importantly, they stayed disciplined. Because in darkness, you don't get second chances. So, train yourself, practice awareness, and control your actions. Because when the lights go out, your preparation is what remains. And your ability to move, think, and adapt in the dark may be the difference between confusion and control.